validators in the reactive forms?
Validate. If we apply any law or conditional base, like for example, if I want to apply this password is incorrect, this name is incorrect, you must
Hmm?
use like numeric type. If we want to like apply this kind of validations, we will follow this
Okay.
validator.
Incorrect means required, correct? Or something else? Incorrect.
Yes.
Okay.
Incorrect means, yes,
Yep, correct.
required.
Required, not the incorrect. Okay. So suppose I have an input box and that should have age input box I have. Okay. And I don't want to user to input less than 0 and greater than 100 because average age of the person or human is not more than 100, correct? So I want to restrict the user. So how can I do this?
Uh, Firstly, we can validators dot required we can give. After
Hmm.
that, we can apply these conditions that is less than 0. Between these, we can
No, where
write.
where you will add this condition?
When we click on submit, na, the data will come, will
So
grab, right?
have you heard about validators or mix max length and min length?
Min length, max length, also we can.
Okay. Okay. So now suppose I have one form, first name, last name, and address. Okay. And I got some information related to first name and last name. Okay. And I want to add that value to the controls. So how can I do this?
Uh, can you repeat the question?
Okay. So suppose I have one form. Okay. First name, last name, and address. Okay.
Mm.
Now I got some information from the backend, which I have already added first name and last name. Now I want to show that two values to the my form in the controls. So how can I do this?
For showing, we can use the string interpolation.
No, I'm saying
Okay,
about form control.
form control.
See, wait. So we have methods of the form, set value and patch value.
Yes.
Okay, so those things we can use. So do you know about it?
Yeah, set value, it will update all the data
Hmm.
related. A
Hmm.
patch value, it will require that particular like element, it will update.
Yeah, so that is why I'm asking. If I don't have address and I want to append some values to the form, so in that case, we can't use set
Patch.
values. So we use only the
Um,
set value. Okay. Okay. Yep. So, okay, we'll move to the next question. Okay, so have you heard about AOT compilation?
yes, AOT means ahead of time compilation. When we do build in time, we can approach this AOT compilation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what version you're working with Angular now? 10.
10th version.
Okay, okay. Yep, that's fine. Okay. So what are the directives in Angular?
We have four types of directives: component directives, custom directives, structural directives, attribute directives. Component directives we can create either manual way or by using command like ng generate component name.
Mm-hmm.
Custom directives, if we want to apply any hover related things, we can use this type of custom directives by using command ng generate directive name. It will generate some other directive folder. And the structural directive, we can change the structure of our DOM element. Like here we have ng if, ng for,
Hmm.
and ng which is there. Ng if is used for conditional purpose. Ng for is used for repetition purpose. And ng switch, if we have multiple cases, we will approach this ng switch. And attribute directive, if we change any visibility like appearance of our DOM, we can approach this attribute directive.
Okay.
Here we have ng class and ng switch and ng model available.
Okay. So what is host binding and host listener?
Host listener, if we want to listen, this is the inside custom directive we can use this host listener. If we want to listen any event related, we can approach this host listener like click event blur hover event this type
Mm-hmm.
method host method, right? Host listener, host listener, second one is
Okay. Read about this more bit.
oh,
Okay. So what is dependency injection in Angular?
okay. Dependency injection is a class can receive all the dependencies from another class. Means inside, if I want to use one service file to some other any component, we can, for example, this service file name we can assign inside the constructor to one variable. By using that variable, we can use inside the service methods anything. This is the concept of dependency.
Okay. Okay. So have you heard about environment.ts files we have correct in our code? So what is the use of that?
Environment.ts, uh, not sure.
Okay. So you added hands-on experience in debugging the different higher environments on the local.
Yes.
So, but the environments from how that environments works for you.
Okay. Environment. Okay, got it. Like here now we have, for example, prod environment, RM environment. These all your higher environments. First, we will do our locally. We can write every code, each and everything. After that, we can send that code to production. After that, we can send to client. Means we can check all the for better filter. We can send to client. So if any data, some of the scenarios in production that issue it came in local, it is not came at that time. We will approach this
Okay.
higher. We can debug that particular environment only
Okay. So,
to find.
okay, read about that. So how to generate the configurations related files on the in different environments because every environments have the different URL, correct?
Yes.
So how that configuration happens, then how can you create a environment specific bundle files? So you write ng build, correct? But what environment you are creating that ng build? So that is also one thing over there. Okay. Okay. So we'll move to JavaScript, correct? We'll see some small question related to. I think you are good in the Angular. Just read about the concept of what I asked you to read. Okay.
Oh,
Yep. Okay. So okay. So what is latent const?
latent const is a variable declarations. We will use this latent const. It is a ES 6th version newly introduced,
Mm-hmm.
and latent const is both a block scope. Let we can reassign the value, but that variable name we cannot reassign. It will give error. Const, if we once we assign any value, we can't change or edit that value in const.
Okay. And what is the problem with where keyword?
We can use for example where a equal to 5 again.
Hmm.
I assign where a equal to 6. It will take, I mean, there is no error, it will display.
Hmm. Yep.
This is one of the drawback. And before value assign also, if we grab that value, it will give undefined value like a hosting concept coming here. This is the one of the drawback. And one more, um, it is like functional scope. We can access entire function,
Okay.
that particular value.
Correct. I'm pasting a small code in the chat. Can you please tell me what would be the output of it?
Okay.
So, yep.
1 2 it will give, because here plus operator we are using. Inside
Mm-hmm.
plus we are passing a as number, 2
Hmm.
as the string. So concatenation it will apply. So 1 2 it will display.
Okay. And if I do -2, then
-1 it will give, because like -1 it will automatically convert that particular type in JavaScript we have that feature, but only plus operator concatenation it will do.
see, if you are putting in the double quote -2, then it will again concat. Just a minute, I'm pasting you again. Now tell me output.
Inside quotes,
Yep.
okay.
And the previous answer you given, this is the one.
Okay, fine. Inside it will also take like
String. Yeah, it is kind of the string. Yep. Okay. So this is the unary operator actually. While you are adding something before your string or something, so it is defined as a unary operator. Correct. Okay.
yes.
So what is this in JavaScript?
This is referred to current object. If
Mm-hmm.
we want to access any, for example, inside one object, I assign one name equal to some Datri. If we can access that name inside the function, like that, we can by using this keyword.
Okay. And what is difference between normal function and the arrow function?
Normal function can we can firstly syntax it is completely different. In normal function we can declare as a function name. We can call that braces. We can call that function name in above or below, like anywhere we can call before assigning, before declaring that function. Also we can call in normal function, but in arrow function we can use arrow single line, we can write any code. Here we no need to write like braces written or this keyword is all here we not required to write. Within one line we can access any data by using arrow functions.
Okay. So there is a one we can say keyword in the JavaScript functions arguments. So have you heard about it? Arguments.
Yes, yes.
So are you
In
able to access that arguments in the arrow function?
access,
Are we
yes, we
able to
can.
access? Are you sure?
Yeah, we can pass that arguments, no? Like for example, inside array we can pass a comma b. That array values we can pass as a arguments, right? 1 comma 2 we can access it.
Okay. And what about a REST operator? Then why we use a REST operator in arrow function?
In rest operator, for example, we have rest operator 3 dots we can declare. Here for example I have multiple array values with only one multiple arguments I want to access with only by using only one parameter. At that time I will use this rest operator.
Okay. But that is I'm saying when we should use a REST operator.
Yeah, for example, in inside the arguments, if I pass like I don't know how much arguments is there.
Hmm.
I can access each and every argument. At that time, we can use this rest operator with one like 3 dots with a, for example. This a can grab all that arguments.
Okay. Yep. So there is a one difference. We cannot access arguments keyword in the arrow function. Okay. So that is why we use a REST operator. Okay.
Arguments keyword it is not.
Yeah, that is I'm saying we are not able to access that in the arrow function. So, yep. Okay, so I'm pasting one small example in the chat. Okay, so can you tell me the output of this as well? Yep, I have pasted. So we have an array, and array has a value 1, 2, 3, and we're assigning number of 10 equal to 11. So what it will do?
It will do like 1, 2, 3, dash, dash, dash. Like at the place of 10th, it will give 11.
Dash means what? What it will add?
Here, no values is there, right? So there, dash, it will display.
Dash means how the dash means you meant to say minus sign? Dash means,
Yes.
are you sure it will
Yes,
add that?
minus. Yes.
Okay, so it will add the undefined over there, not the dash, because that value is not defined, correct? You are not assigning the value on that location of the array. So it will assign the dash, not the dash undefined.
Oh,
Yeah, okay. So now tell me what is undefined and undeclared?
undefined value, as you said before, value is not assigned any variable. This, if we want to access, that is called undefined. For example, let A, that
Mm-hmm.
A without assigning any value, I can access, like I can access. This is called undefined. And undeclared means without declaration, like let A also is not there, but I am accessing that value, some variable is called undeclared.
Okay. Okay. So what are the data types we have?
We have like number, boolean, string, undefined, null.
Hmm.
Uh, these are data types.
Okay. We have object array as well.
Yeah. Yes. Non-primitive data types.
Yeah, correct. Okay. Okay. We'll move to the next questions. Okay. So what is array destructuring?
Uh, Array destructuring is we can access values.
Hmm.
We can access any values, like within array we can reassign that values. If we want to like
Hmm.
by using temp variable we can swap any values, but here destructuring, without the temp extra variable we can directly swapping. This is the, I think this is the one of the example of destructuring
Hmm.
particular.
So what is function currying in JavaScript?
Uh, Function currying is a transformation of a function. Like we can pass the we can call as like f of a within braces, f of a, f of b, c, like that we can call. We can pass each and every value individually.
Do you know how to write that example?
Yes. In chat connect.
You can share your screen and you can open JS Fiddle as well. Let me ping the URL. Open JS Fiddle in the browser. JS Fiddle.
Uh-huh.
Yep. No, no, no. JS Fiddle. Yep. First one. Okay. Open it. Okay. So create an example to get the sum of the all the functions or arguments. Scroll that make that white div bigger, so you will find uh, there is option to above. White div is there, correct? Just hold it and do scroll up it up. Yep. But yep. Okay. So what is the mistake over here? You are created one add function. It is expecting two variables, but you are sending one.
But I am passing two different.
But how that your return a plus b will know that you are expecting another variable?
Like array, we can pass this format, right? So,
That is correct, but your function is wrong.
okay.
This is also wrong. I meant to say line number 1 to 3, whatever you have written, that is incorrect. Okay, so I think you you can read about it. Actually, you need to return one more function from below, and it will be having access of a plus b over there. Okay, and if I want to pass some parameter to outer function, then see, you have written Sita. I want to get Sita Ram from that. So how can I do that?
Like we need to access Sitaram both
Yes.
names,
So
right?
outer function will expect Sita and inner function will take Ram. So it should return Sita Ram.
Okay.
That is correct. Don't remove that. Now pass your data to one parameter, inner data. There is a right another name. Another take another variable over there in the inner. No, no, that is correct. In a inner function, take another parameter, anything, input or anything. A, correct? Okay. Now concat a name plus return your return name only, correct? So you need to pass plus ag.
But this name,
You will pass it from the data.
this parameter will not take for
You need
this.
to pass to data. You are accessing data dot name, correct? Over there, pass your another parameter. Remove that name and create that data. The way you write outer, write down the same data and pass. No, no, pass parameter. How to pass parameter to the function? The way. Yeah. Okay. Now you are returning that.
Okay.
Got it? So this is how
Yes.
closure works actually. Correct. So now you are able to access that name from line number 1 to 3. So do you
Yes.
know what is the term we use for this? Why we are able to access it? What we say it?
Like closest purpose is inner function can access all the outer function values and variables.
Yep. So that
Uh,
is lexical scoping. That is what we call lexical scoping.
yeah, both are same, right?
No, I mean to say
Like,
this is correct. This is correct. But the way we are able to access the variable from parent to child, we say it as a lexical scoping. The name variable
yes.
is now in the lexical of the outer function. So that is why we are able to access it. That is what I'm saying. Yep. So that is correct. No worries. Okay. So have you heard about modules in JavaScript?
Uh, no, in Angular we have, but JavaScript I'm
No, no,
not
not
sure.
that module. Not that module. Not the tab.dot module. I'm asking JavaScript modules.
Not sure.
Okay. So what is the difference between shallow copy and deep copy?
Okay, for example, inside object, if we assign any object to, if we copy original object to duplicate object, if we change any value inside the duplicate value, original object related values also will change. So this is the drawback of objects. So to overcome this, the shallow copy and deep copy will coming into picture. In shallow copy, we can use spread operator or else object dot assign or object dot stringify. By using this, if we change any modification, if we do in duplicate object, it will not affect to original object. In deep copy, this functionality will not work in nested objects. So to overcome this, deep copy will coming into picture. Here in deep copy, we can use JSON parse and JSON stringify.
Okay, so shallow copy, so the way when we use a spread operator, so is it shallow copy or deep copy?
Shallow copy.
Okay, are you sure?
Yeah, shallow copy and spread operator and object dot assign stringify. These here shallow copy comes under shallow copy, and deep copy is JSON parse JSON stringify. If we use this comes under deep copy.
Okay, and to make a deep copy, what you have to do?
We can assign object dot JSON parse and JSON stringify that particular array we can assign. Duplicate array we can.
Okay, you mean to say JSON.stringify and JSON.parse.
Yes.
Okay, suppose you have very huge object. It has 1000 keys and values. Then do you think this is the better way to do? Because we are converting that object to string and then again string to object. Okay, so there is one option, structural clone is there. You can note down this and you can read about it. So structural clone does the deep copy for us. Okay, so you don't need to do this way because this is the older way. So you can read about more about it.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, structural clone, I meant to say.
Clone.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay, note down. Okay, so what is immediately invoke function?
uh, Immediately it will call immediately, like within seconds it will give output with that syntax is like normal brace inside only with function. uh, can I wait, I will share in chat function. We can call like this. This is the immediately invocable function. Without name, function name, we can call it.
Correct. So what is the advantage of it?
like without function name, if I want to call any data, we can use this immediately invocable function. And one more thing is, it will give if we want to some particular solution immediately, we can approach this process.
Okay.
Like in normal function now, we can call any after some other time we can use normal function, like you can call anywhere and it will but immediately invocable function, it is not possible to call some after some other time.
Okay. Correct. Okay. So what is async await?
If I want to hold some part of the execution to some time, we can use this async and await,
Okay.
like asynchronous programming to
Mm-hmm.
we want to.
Okay. So what is pure function?
Pure function, like we can pass pure function is it always same result it will give, even if until we change the values and parameters.
Okay. Read about this bit more.
Okay.
Okay, so last question. What is debouncing and throttling?
Okay, debouncing. For example, in if I write any input box, some data like I want particular data D3, but every time we mention D, H, A, every time that function will call, it will be if it will be take more time. And so to overcome this, debouncing is coming into picture. When the data is complete DA3, if we write at that time only, that function will call. This is debouncing concept. And
Mhm.
throttling, how many times that function is executed within particular time. This is the concept of throttling.
Okay. So have you tried that example?
Uh,
Create debouncing in the JavaScript?
Practical way, I did not try it anytime.
Okay, try it
Okay.
because it sometimes interview verb will ask you to write down. Okay.
Okay.
I think we have covered bit tricky questions as well. So do you have any question for me now?
Anywhere I need to improve any concepts.
I think I have told you to write down some questions, correct? So
Yes, yes,
work on those because those are some as your experience is increasing now. So the questions getting also harder, correct? So
yes,
try to learn the things thoroughly and in the depth. So you talked about the immediately invoke function, correct? We are calling that function as soon as we are calling it, writing it, correct? So there are a
mm,
couple of things we can hide the our variables outside of the function, correct? And if I want to access that variable, then how to access that? So that is where the closure comes with the lexical scoping. That is why I was asking you what is lexical scoping and what is closure. So I thought that you will relate now in the immediately no function. So think through like these things. So it will help you to understand the concept in the more deep and the practical way.
okay.
Okay.
HTML and CSS, no questions is there.
I don't ask on those questions related because you can say that the common question, what is semantic, what is local storage, what is session storage. Those are the common questions used, mostly asked. In the CSS, you can, what is SCSS? What is the advantage of SCSS? Then what is specificity? Sometimes interviewer will ask you to create a center, div as a center of the page. So these are the common things, actually common questions related to. But see, if the interviewer is hiring you, he will test your JavaScript and the best language framework, Angular or React. So they will focus 80% on that, 20% of the rest of things. So as a UI developer, you should be working on the HTML, CSS. So you that is considerable. So you worked on that and you are know about it. But it is the better way to have the depth knowledge in the JavaScript. Correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay, any
Thank
other
you.
question? Let me know.
Uh,
Yeah, and
Nothing.
yep. And you can do one thing. You can connect with on the Instagram. So if you have any questions, so we can connect over there as well. So I can reply over there as well to you.
Okay, fine. I will.
Okay. Yep. Chalo. Okay. Chalo. Bye bye.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks for your
Yes.
time.
Yep. Yep. Best of luck. Bye bye.